Hello, everybody. Um, so today marks the. Actually, today doesn't mark it, but this month marks. We're just over the. Wait, I have to count every single time. The February to March, March to April, April to May, May to June. Yeah. I was going to say the fourth month thingy of having vestibular neuritis, or since I first got the symptoms of vestibular neuritis. To be honest, I think the symptoms go back even further than the 4 months. So maybe about 5 months, but at which point they were so minor that I wasn't thinking about them. So the moment that vestibular neuritis started to affect my life, it's been 4 months since then. So it's June, and yeah, I kind of thought I would go through my symptoms and where I am at the moment. Because at the moment, the way it kind of goes is that some days are some days are a bit funny, some days aren't. But no days are as bad as the first few months. No days are as bad as pre-physiotherapy me. No days are as bad as, before I was actually given the medical advice. Even though that was a very, very bumpy ride, Like, no days are as bad as the dark days. No days are as bad. What happens now, pretty much, is I will actually. I've just had a thought. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh my god! Hold on. Ah. Okay. That's nicer, isn't it? So, oh my god. So, I'm very sleepy. I'm so sleepy. I'm so sleepy. And that has nothing to do with the vestibular neuritis. I'm just so sleepy. And that's why I'm not getting my words out, which is not very good. But anyway, basically, some days barely notice it whatsoever, like whatsoever. Other days I'll be cheeky little days. For example, yesterday I went into two shops that I don't really go in usually. I went into, what was the first one called? It was like a Poundland. It was like that. And then the second one was Savers. And oh my god, my symptoms were there. Like, they were very much there. Like, my head was like, oh, you do not know how to compute this. You do not know how to compute these aisles. This is crazy. So it kind of like is still, that was giving me the kind of the sensation of like, it feels like you're walking through at a normal pace. By the way, do you like my sparkly nails? You're walking through at a normal pace, but it feels like the aisles are going whoosh, 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 whoosh. It feels like you are in some ridiculous world. It feels like you're flying through the aisles, but in terms of the way that they look as they go past you, but you're not. You're being very, very normal human. And in that moment I was like, fuck, I'm not invincible. I forgot, because I've been feeling so well. I'm not invincible. I still feel a little funny. And the thing is, what I think has happened there is that what is happening is, where it comes to shops, my brain is getting used to certain shops. So I work in a hospital where I was, before I went back to work, I was terrified. I thought, this is going to really mess with my head. It hasn't really, but also I'm going into the hospital every single day. My brain gets it. I can go into one shop that I go into every day or regularly, and my brain gets it. Put me into any other shop that I have only been in, I don't know, just that I rarely go in, especially if it feels like, especially if stuff is kind of bunched up very close together. I don't know. It feels like I'm back in kind of vestibular neuritis land, which is a little bit of a reality check. It's a little bit of a don't get too big for your boots moment, which I don't love, but it's a bit one of those. So in quite a few of my most recent videos, I've been saying, I'm feeling really good. I am feeling, relatively speaking, I'm feeling really good. I can tell that I still have vestibular neuritis though at a very, very, very small level, but it's there. It is there. So I think moments like that are like, okay, it's definitely still there. Like it's definitely still there. And it teaches me a couple of things. One of the things it teaches me, and this is what I loved about Lindsay's channel. So in my physiotherapy, I just did loads and loads of physiotherapy outside and in the house. She very, very cleverly did lots of physiotherapy by way of just taking herself into supermarkets regularly, getting herself used to it. She said that like she would like cry afterwards because it was so difficult. By the way, check out those videos. You know, it was mentally challenging for her, but like that is something I haven't. It's a bit difficult to kind of like say to yourself, okay, I'm going to spend now an hour at the supermarket. It's a little bit difficult. But what I think I am learning is that my head can deal with supermarkets. It can just deal with ones it knows. Throw me into a different one and I get a reality check. I'm like, okay, not fully better then, okay. But it doesn't make me panic. It just kind of makes me think, I want to leave kind of soon. But it also makes me slow down. So it also makes me not want to walk as fast because everything's moving past me so quickly. So there's that. In terms of other things, other things is just that I'll get the odd like flare. Very small, but the odd flare. And again, it's usually lifestyle related. So if I'm going through a really, really stressful time, if I'm not being very good with my sleep, if like take the magic combination of like being not very good with my sleep, eating and drinking, I'll get a little flare up of it. But again, I would say at this point, June, I would say I'm probably feeling about like the same as I did in May. And I have a feeling that I might feel like this for quite a few months. But don't get me wrong, people who are in the beginning or for people who are further along the journey or whatever, like I feel loads better than the beginning. Like I was so unwell. I was so unwell with it. It was almost impossible to function. Everything felt horrific, let alone going into a shop. Like going into a shop, that's a wrap. It was just awful. Now it's like, oh, okay, but it's not the same. Something I actually forgot to mention in previous videos is that when I would be asleep in the first month or two of, or when I was lying in bed, horizontal, lying in bed, tell me how it's possible for a human being to feel like they are falling vertically while they're lying in bed. horizontally. How is it possible? So it felt like almost like a person was pulling me off the bed. Like that was how fucked up my balance was. My balance was so messed up that even lying down, it felt like I was falling over as if I was standing up. So messed up. So messed up. So, I basically I'm just saying that to say that compared to the beginning, it is night and day. These symptoms are manageable. These symptoms are non-troublesome. There's I'm trying to think of like if a scale of 1 to 10 is how upset I am by my symptoms and how I was at the beginning being a 10, I'm now at a maximum of a 2 in terms of like how upset I am by the symptoms. So yeah, but it also gives me the reality check that there could still be some way to go, and to see that I've come so far, I have every bit of confidence that I will get fully better in the end. And I do have an appointment coming up next Thursday, which I was actually feeling a bit guilty for having that, because I was thinking to myself, I can't feel better. But now I'm like, I'm definitely going to still go because every little helps, and I'm clearly not better yet. And that is okay. It is okay because I feel all right, but I would like every bit of help that I can get. So I'll be really interested to know if they do any more tests. I kind of hope they do. I'll be surprised though if they do, because it's an audiology appointment, and I've had a hearing test already, and I don't know really what they're going to do, other than that they might prescribe for me some more vestibular physio. So, by the way, also, I know that whenever I come on camera, I look so totally scruffy. That is because I don't really have an excuse, I'm not going to lie, but that is because I really am, for some reason, so determined that I don't try and pretty myself up before I come on camera, because, like, vestibular neuritis and illness and sickness and whatever that's not how it is. That's not how it is. So that's that. I'm gonna have a nap now. And yeah, I think maybe, unless anything kind of like of interest happens next month, I think I might do another update in August, because that will take me to 6 months, and just see how I'm doing then. Then I might give it a year, then maybe a year and a half, then maybe 2 years. And if I'm as lucky as Lindsay was, she never came back after that, which I really sincerely hope is because she didn't need to. She was just fully better. So, and by the looks of it, even after 2 years, it didn't seem like she got flipping anything at all, or even 1 year and a half, even a year, to be honest. So I love her videos, by the way. They were a massive game changer. So this is me in June 2024, 4 months after finding out that I have vestibular neuritis, or yeah, however you call it. So yeah, thanks for listening, and good luck everybody with your recoveries, and please do, if you have tips and tricks to share, and like, I mean, at the moment I don't think anybody's watching these videos. However, if people do find these and they want to help other people, share a tip in the comments, and yeah, every little helps everybody. So thanks for watching. Bye.